Did you forget about this woman in the 90s who got so mad at her husband she waited till he was asleep and then she cut off his wiener? Now her name's Lorena. She's 20 years old, she's going to college in Virginia, and one day in 1988 she meets this dude, John Wayne. And John Wayne's 22 and he's a Marine, and they hit it off and they fall in love and everything is going great. And about a year later, they get married. And this is actually a picture of them on their wedding day. And look at them. I mean, they seem to be really happy. Until. Here's the thing about his marriage, though. It actually ends up not going too well. John Wayne gets discharged from the Marines, and then he has trouble finding steady work, so Lorena has to become the provider, and this stresses them out. And they end up fighting all the time. Plus, John Wayne likes to drink. Like, a lot. And that's not really a good combination. And about a month into their marriage, boom, he starts being abusive, physically. Like he shoves her and he punches her sometimes. It's awful. And so their fights start to get really bad, to the point where they call police on each other. Then, to make it worse, she ends up getting pregnant. And he doesn't think she would make a good mother, so he allegedly pressures her to get an abortion. And she does, and then she resents him over it. So basically, he's really abusive and their relationship is toxic as hell. And all this goes on for several years, until she's around 24 and he's around 26. And it's at this point that they've both hit their limit, and they've had enough of each other. And she's trying to get a protective order against him while he is asking her for a divorce. So this marriage is basically over. It's on its way out. And that is when shit gets really crazy. Cause one night, it's 1993, and John Wayne, he's been out all night drinking at the bar, and bro is absolutely wasted. While Lorena, she's at home in the bedroom asleep. And so John Wayne comes home from the bar, and suddenly, boom, he busts into the room. And this scares Lorena, but he doesn't care, because that is when he pins her down and he allegedly essays her. And then, afterwards, when he's done, he passes out in the bed. While poor Lorena, she's just disgusted and she's sick to her stomach, and so she leaves the room and she goes downstairs. I mean, she doesn't want to be around him. And she goes into the kitchen to get some water, and that is when she sees it, a large kitchen knife. So she starts thinking, fuck this guy. She is not going to be a victim anymore. She's about to get her revenge. So she grabs the knife and she heads back upstairs to the bedroom. And John Wayne, he's still asleep, passed out, drunk as hell, no idea what's about to happen. And that is when she pulls back the covers and she pulls his willy up and she takes the knife and ka-shing, she cuts it right off. And so she's standing